Morning and welcome back to our 31 days of wisdom. Today we're on day 18, so we're in chapter 18, and chapter 18 is focused on wisdom that gives life. Wisdom gives life. And, in this chapter, there are a ton of different topics and different subjects here, but there's two um, subjects that are just really repeated throughout, and that's speaking and listening, right? Speaking and listening. As you look through it, you'll kind of notice that. And it's that wise person who measures their speech. It doesn't just blurt it out and they love to listen, but it's the fool who just loves to speak, but he hates to listen to correction. But and really, speaking isn't all that bad. Speaking is a good thing if you, especially if you look right here at verses 20 and 21. Check this out. It says sharing words of wisdom. So speaking words of wisdom is satisfying to your inner being. It encourages you to know that you've changed someone else's life. So if you've got words of wisdom and you share that with someone else, I mean, we talked about the other day how that can just totally lift up their spirit, right? And if you're speaking with words of wisdom, it's kind of like a fountain of living water that flows through you. So what we want to try to be is we want to try to be gold diggers, right? Find the gold in different people and call that gold out. So take a look through this as we read and as we listen through chapter 18. Check out these two topics, listening and speaking. Here we go, chapter 18. An unfriendly person isolates himself and seems to care only about his own issues, for his contempt of sound judgment makes him a recluse. Senseless people find no pleasure in acquiring true wisdom, for all they want to do is impress you with what they know. Yeah. An ungodly man is always cloaked with disgrace, as dishonor and shame are his companions. Words of wisdom are like fresh flowing brook, like deep waters that spring forth from within, bubbling up inside the one with understanding. It is atrocious when judges show favor to the guilty and deprive the innocent of justice. One of the things that we talked about the other day that God hates is injustice. He loves someone with a just heart. A fool has a big mouth that only gets him into trouble, and he'll pay the price for it. He'll pay the price for what he says. The words of a gossip merely reveal the wounds of his own soul, and his slander penetrates into the innermost being. The one who is too lazy to look for work is the same one who wastes his life away. The character of God is a tower of strength, for the lovers of God delight to run into his heart and be exalted on high. The rich, in their conceit, imagine that their wealth is enough to protect them. It becomes their confidence in a day of trouble. As we look all through Proverbs here, it talks about wealth and riches and the good things that you can do with that. But it's when you put your confidence in that wealth that you get in trouble. See, wealth is a tool. Finances, when I think about wealth, I think about a wealthy lifestyle, not just financial. But whenever you put your confidence in those finances, that's not going to do you any good in the day of trouble, right? A man's heart is the proudest when his downfall is nearest, for he won't see glory until the Lord sees humility. Listen before you speak, for to speak before you've heard the facts will only bring humiliation. Man, the will to live sustains you when you're sick, but depression crushes courage and leaves you unable to cope. The spiritually hungry are always ready to learn more, for their hearts are eager to discover new truths. I love that, and that's, man, do you have that hunger? Are you thirsty for more, to learn more, to know more, to draw closer, right? And eager to discover new truths. One of my favorite verses is Jeremiah 33:3. And he talks about, seek me and I'll show you, I'll reveal to you the hidden things, right? Would you like to meet a very important person? Take a generous gift. It will do wonders to gain entrance into his presence. There are two sides to every story. The first one to speak sounds true, until you hear the other side and they set the record straight. A coin toss resolves a dispute and can put an argument to rest between formidable opponents. It is easier to conquer a strong city than to win back a friend who you offended. Their walls go up, making it nearly impossible to win them back. Sharing words of wisdom is satisfying to your inner being. It encourages you to know that you've changed someone else's life. Man, I like that. Your words are so powerful that they will kill or give life, and the talkative person will reap the consequences. When a man finds a wife, he has found a treasure. And he's got an exclamation point right there, and I'll put one right there too. For she is the gift of God to bring him joy and bring him pleasure. And I say amen and amen right there. But the one who divorces a good woman loses what is good from his house. To choose an adulteress is both stupid and ungodly. The poor plead for help from the rich, but all they get in return is a harsh response. Some friends don't last for long, but there is one loving friend who is joined to your heart closer than any other. Hey, that is chapter 18, day 18 here in the 31 days of wisdom. As you read through, just kind of step back and assess your tendencies when it comes to listening and speaking, right? Are you quick to speak? Or are you slow to speak, and are you kind of quick to listen right there? There's nothing wrong with listening, but are the words coming out of your mouth? You know, John Maxwell talks about everybody is an elevator. They're either bringing people up or they're bringing people down. What kind of elevator are you? What are your words saying? Are you speaking life or are you tearing people down? So, hey, hope you guys have a great day. I look forward to seeing you back tomorrow on day 19. We'll be in chapter 19. Have a good day. God bless.